90-90 pails and rails. We're gonna come to a 90-90 position. So tuck one leg behind you, bring one leg out in front of you. So we're making like a 90-90 with your legs. If this feels like, well, I can't really sit up, I'm feeling really uncomfortable, you can bring those feet a little bit closer in towards your body. So we're more of a 45-45. And if that's still not working, we're just gonna take that back leg out of the equation and bring it out in front of you. But if you can be in this position, this is where we'll be. Focusing on the front leg. Pails and rails means that we're working the progressive and regressive tissue. So in this stretch, the progressive tissue would be everything that's on the bottom of our leg. And this is the muscles that you would use to push yourself out of a stretch. And then the regressive tissue is the contracting side, which would be the top of our leg. These muscles would draw our chest deeper into a stretch. So now with this front leg, what we're gonna do first is just a passive fold. So go ahead and walk your hands out in front of you and lean over that leg. So don't worry about engaging the muscles too much here. Now we're just kind of here. We're not working too hard. Okay, go ahead and sit up. We're gonna start that pails and rails portion. So you're gonna start with your leg is not really gonna move anywhere. It's always gonna stay where it is on the ground. We're just working the muscle part so as it stays exactly as it is, the leg does. So start to push your leg down using the bottom part of those muscles. We're just gonna come up to like 10% of your effort. So just a light push at first. And then we'll start to increase the effort a little bit. Little by little, we'll push a little bit more until we get up to maybe 50% of your total effort. And then maybe we'll push a little bit harder, maybe up to 70%. We're gonna stay at 70%. Keep holding. And then we're gonna imagine like we could lift our leg up out of the ground, off of the ground. We're activating those top of leg muscles. Keep your leg down, but activate the top muscles. Maybe, starting with 10% of effort. So starting low, slowly ramping up to 20%, maybe 30%, 40%, maybe all the way up to 60%. And then start to, again, push down in a way. Use those outer leg muscles, the ones that are on the ground, start to push. We're ramping from 10% slowly up, all the way up to maybe back around 70, 75%, holding, and then reverse. Use those top of thigh muscles like you're gonna pull your chest in towards your leg or try to lift your leg up off of the ground, starting low and increasing slowly, all the way up to like 60, 70%. And then one more time, again, push away, push down into the ground, ramping all the way up to about 70% of your effort. And then reverse, like you're gonna lift your leg up off of the ground. Lift, lift, lift. And relax. Go ahead and lean again forward over that leg. Feel free to pause this video and stay for even up to 2 minutes here. And we're gonna switch and go to the other side. So go ahead and take your legs around. So we have the left shin forward. So find your position with your legs. Maybe 90-90 works. Maybe we gotta come to more of a 45-45. Or that back leg is just gonna come out like we're in a figure 4, but the work is happening in your left leg. So again, we start with that passive fold. So we're gonna lean forward and down. Stay in that forward fold. You can wiggle your toes a bit so you know that your feet are actually relaxed. Sometimes we don't notice that we're holding tension in a certain spot until we bring awareness to that spot and kind of shake it out a little bit. Moving into the Pails and Rails portion, we're gonna do that 3 times. So start by pushing your leg down, use those outer leg muscles to really drive your leg into the ground. We're gonna start low, as always, and then begin to increase all the way up to around 70% on this side as well. We're just gonna hold it at 70. And then right away, we switch on the top of the leg muscles, regressive tissue, like you're gonna lift your leg up off of the ground or bring your chest into your leg. So same muscles working, ramping all the way up to that 70. And then press away, press your leg down like you're trying to push yourself up and away from your leg, or like you're trying to push away from the ground. Ramp it up to 70% of effort. Hold. And then like you're trying to draw your chest down into your leg. And if it helps, you can start to fold forward using the top of leg muscles all the way up to 70% of effort. Hold that effort. And then start to press away. Last time, push, push, push up to 70% of your effort. And lift your chest up and away. And then reverse, top of leg muscles activated like you're gonna draw down into the ground. Keep going, 70%, holding. And then relax. Go ahead and fold forward. Again, feel free to stay as long as you would like in this final passive stretch. You might notice that you feel a bit more space in your hip joints. That is the purpose of the Pails and Rails, is taking you through some active muscular movement patterns to try and create more space in that joint for active range of motion. You might notice you can fold a lot farther when you're relaxing than you can bring your leg up to your chest. So we're working like that active part that you would need to bring your leg up versus using your body weight to go deeper.